And welcome back. And we are moving into our second segment for today, a very important one. We know where people are moving around, they have some extra cash on hand, they have shopping bags, and so one of the things that we wanted to do was to talk about how to keep yourself safe by learning some quick self-defense tips. And so we called in the expert, of course, Shihan Ray Kelly from House of Shotokan. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Ohio gozaimasu.
Thank you for being here. And in fact, what people may not know is that you do self-defense training with people within the classes that you do as well.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Our academy provides self-defense training for those in the professional field.
Yeah.
Also for mothers, stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
And also for youngsters that is going abroad to study in another country. So there's an array of self-defense techniques that we do teach at the academy for different situations.
Yeah. So we were just talking about what happens when you are assaulted in any way.
Yes.
And there are certain reactions that automatically happen. Let's talk about what happens when you are attacked.
The norm, we do not live in a home, or hopefully not, where being attacked is a norm for us. So for most women, during this special time of the season to be merry and jolly and have a great time and go shopping, because we have to get those gifts in.
Of course.
When an individual initially is being attacked, prey and predator comes in. The prey is going to be those females who do not know how to or who carry themselves as. The predator, male, not necessarily, will go ahead and prey on the predator. So we're going to go back, before we even go into attack, let's look at some signals.
Yes.
Okay.
The predator is laying wait, like a lion and a gazelle, laying wait for that opportunity.
Yeah.
The way a lady carries herself speaks a lot about whether or not they're going to be attacked. Believe it or not, it could be a deterrent or come and get me.
Yeah.
So what's a come and get me then?
Come and get me would be a lackadaisical walk.
Okay.
Like,
So
I
just
am lost.
strolling, like,
Just strolling, you
with
know.
my wallet swinging around my wrist.
When you see the tourists get off the ship and they're in Belize and they land and they do not know where to go and they're walking downtown, you kind of see that look on their face like, I don't know where I'm at, where am I at? And subsequently, once you carry yourself like that, the predator have indicators. They know the signals. So they know you don't belong. They see your body language sending out this message like, I had a hard day at work today, I'm tired, I just want to get my shopping done and get back to my vehicle.
Yeah, you can actually see in somebody's body the way they carry themselves when they're tired too, and distracted.
And distracting. And we're going to go to the famous distractor, the
Our
cell phone. You know, we're there and we're doing the call, or even worse, we're doing the text.
Or you have music.
Or we have the music,
really
listen to our
loud.
favorite music really loud, you know, and we're doing our text and have no indication as far as what is happening around you. And here you are, minding your own business. All of a sudden, a cell phone is gone, and a violent force comes up on you, and you have no clue
What just happened?
what just happened.
Yeah, it's true.
So we are going to look for the signals.
Yeah.
Body language.
So let's look at that. And I think this is one of the things in conversations about self-defense that I've really paid attention to, like coming out of your car on a cell phone.
Yes.
Or walking around on your cell phone. You're so engulfed in your conversation. I mean, texting is one thing. Texting, your eyes are only on your screen. So naturally, you're not seeing anything around you.
That is correct.
But even if you're looking around, you're so consumed with what you're saying that you don't know if somebody's walking up right behind you or if they're following you intentionally or not.
That is so true. And we see this happen. I mean, I normally take my morning jogs in the morning and I see individuals, you know, out there on their, they're all locked down, and I'm saying to myself, what happened if somebody attacked them from behind?
Yeah.
You know, and there are some dark areas that I see ladies running by, and you know, why haven't the attacker is behind the bush and say, come here. Have no clue what just happened. And the distractions are there. So one thing we're going to talk about is let's go on the other side. Do not get distracted.
Yeah.
Take care of the mission. Whatever you're going to do, if it's going to go shopping, go and get your shopping done. Conversation, phone rings, engage, stop, take care of it. But then once you finish, shut it down and move on to the next activity that you have doing.
Yeah, I'm famous for that line now. I stay in the park car and then I would say, I'm coming out of the car now, I'll call you back when I get upstairs.
Perfect.
Like, it's because I really realized it, that you really are unaware of everything. You don't see strange characters, you don't see people lingering. How important is it to be conscious of, or to pay attention to people without judging? That's usually the hard part.
We normally don't walk around in our society and say, oh, that's a bad guy, that's a good guy, that's you know, we just go about our normal daily business. Within that process, however, we have to be cognizant of our surroundings. We have to have some form of alertness. Especially, we're not living in a kumbaya society any longer. There's violence that's out there. We know it occurs. We see it on the news. I mean, you guys covers it. And so the society, in a way, has a lot to do with your being vigilant in your surrounding. So as you are out doing your shopping, as you're out doing your walking your dog, or whatever activities that you're doing, and be vigilant. So that's a habit that we're gonna have to break. Because our normal habit is everybody's okay. I'm okay, you're okay, everybody's okay. Wrong. We have to come out of that mold, unfortunately. We have to come out of that mold and say, you know what, I need to be cognizant of what is happening around me. It's not going into freak mode like everybody, paranoid mode, or panic mode. No, it is just being cognizant of what's happening. When you leave out of your home, as an example, you walk out, if your vehicle's parked across the street, do you kind of look left, look right, kind of see a strange car that might be parked a couple feet down the road or waiting for you to walk to your vehicle, and then that car slowly start moving towards you? Are you aware of that?
I'm hyper aware. And because I have a very predictable schedule. So I think for me that has become something that I'm cognizant of. But I think what you're saying is so important, that it is like a switch turns on, you know.
Exactly.
It's, okay, I am in a vulnerable position, it's nighttime, I'm going into my home alone, I need to be mindful of what's happening. But there are times where I'm not paying attention to it at all, and I wouldn't know if the car is simply coming down the street or started to move when I came out of the house.
Sometimes when you're rushing too.
Yeah.
And then, as I said, going back to those signals, it's showing, okay, she's walking confidently.
Yeah.
The predator is looking at you, oh, I cannot get that one because that one is too confident. I might be in for a fight. And then the other one that's lackadaisical, just bouncing off the wall, going nowhere. Oh, that's an easy one. I'm going to get that one.
Yeah.
So we talk about the body language. We talk about being vulnerable. We talked about being cognizant of your surrounding, where you're going, the distractions, to kind of start putting those things aside. Like you said, you're getting out your vehicle, shut it down, go take care of your business, get back in, continue your conversation.
Okay, now Shihan, so you're walking down Albert Street, completely aware of everyone that's passing by, but something still manages to happen to you. Someone maybe tries to grab a phone or your necklace. What do you do?
What do you do? Besides scream for help? Help! Okay. Hello, won't work.
Yeah. But oftentimes you don't say anything. You're so frightened.
Frightened.
Yeah.
Body normal instinct is to freeze.
Yeah.
It's not a norm for you to be attacked unless you're in an abusive relationship that he or she, husband in this case, come home every night and beat you. And that's a norm for you. It's not a norm for us. So the body's going to shut down. Once it's shut down, that for that instant second, it will come back alive. But what will help it to come back alive is what is happening to me? Or what just happened to, or how dare you? That anger now comes kind of just that current, that mad current just come, boom, just kind of, this should not be happening. And then once that kicks in, then you go into fight or flight. I will fight the situation, or I will run. I'm going to do something. I'm not just going to stand here and let this person do this.
But if that were to happen, the first thing you'd advise someone to do is to scream for help?
No.
No?
Help! Try screaming for help lately and see what happens.
Well, I don't want to.
As an example. Okay? Help is not the word anymore. Fire! Hello.
Oh.
You know, when
Shout
you say
something.
shout
Yeah.
something. When you say word fire, people tend to look and say, wait a minute, you know, something burning or help. It's like, oh, they have a problem. Their problem is not my problem.
Yeah, okay.
You know.
I like that. I like that. And I think reminding yourself to say something, because I've been robbed a couple times, so I know that there is that shocking moment and you really don't say anything. It's not like the movies where you say, oh no, help me, help. Your mind doesn't trigger fast enough to do it. And sometimes by the time you've realized what's happening, you're gone. But when you can shout something, I like the fire, or just like a really loud no.
Something has to come out.
Yeah.
You can't, and when you do that, the brain kicks in, the neurons fire, go to the cerebral and kicks in, and it's like, now the body come back into, okay, what is happening here?
Yeah.
And now the fight or flight comes in. Defensive. You know, a person who trained in a defense, I train with the young ladies at the school, at the academy, and they go through the training. Now what has happened with that, that have become a routine for them. So now, once going to secondary, the shock is over. Now the routine comes in. Okay, he have his hands on me in a certain position. I've been taught this before, like the seat belt.
Pull it over.
Pull it over, so subsequently, boom, pull over, and by the time you know it, the person on the floor, and you're taking off your little shoes and bopping him in the head.
It sounds so easy.
These are actually the best shoes. If they're strapped on like mine, you can't do anything with them. You'll probably just twist your ankle trying to get away. But I love that, using the tools that you do have. So let's do some scenarios.
But I have one question before you do the scenario. What if you're not trained, and it does happen? Is it advisable to fight the person?
Most people will say, well, if you don't know anything,
Then
just lay there. I'm not of that school. I'm sorry. Okay, do something. You know, and other would be of the school like, well, does the material thing really worth your life? I will tend to say, if, you know, what do you value? Most people tend to say, I value my life, so I'll just stay and get the $100. I'll just get, you know, it just depends on your own rationale. Some people say, I work too hard for this. Okay, whether it be $1 or whether it be $100, and you're not gonna get it, so I will fight you down for it. So to answer your question, it depends on what that person's perspective is on.
But ideally, you want to protect your life.
Oh yes, the number one comes first. So ideally, you will protect yourself, and if it means scream, if it means yell, if it means to fight, if it means here's $100, go on your way. But remember this: because you give in to the predator and give him or her what they want, that does not mean all else is gold. Because after you give them material things, you know, as beautiful as you are, the individual might say, you know what, I want not just material, I want the beauty on you, and take it to another level. So those who are up to school, like, I'll just give them, you know, what they want, and that's going to be the end of that. You might want to think a little bit.
You still want to get away from the situation.
You have to get away from the situation.
They'll find something else on you that they want. They'll just probably want to hurt you out of anger, because
you can identify
they're predators. So I think that's really what we want to talk about. And you don't have to be trained.
No. But as you said, there's things that ladies have during the shopping season that they have on them, and you know, I kind of took a little bit of, you know, your keys. Other than opening your car and going into your home, your keys can actually be used as a weapon in the self-defense. And in the academy, I teach this to the ladies because all of us majority of us, have keys that open something. When we walk around with our keys, it normally is in our pocket,
Yeah.
in
Or
our
bag.
purse, in our bag. Recommendation, walk around with your keys in your hand. But hold the keys in a certain way.
Yes.
I usually go for the longest one.
Okay.
Not the one that, open up the master lock, the shortest one. Okay. That one is not gonna work. Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay. Go for the longest one. And what you want to do is place it in your finger. As you walk into your car, walk into your house, place in your hand, and
Between the first two fingers.
between the first two fingers, and what you have is a
what?
protruding object. Now, this protruding object being attacked, you will, after that moment of shock comes up, and you don't drop it on the floor,
Yeah.
okay, you hold it tight. After that passes by, first wave, second wave comes in, now you're going to take care of your business.
Yeah.
And you will use this now in defense of your life. If the individual is want to rape you, let's take your second scale, okay? Most ladies do not welcome rape.
No.
No, I don't think no lady.
Thank you.
Welcome her.
So subsequently, you gotta go all the way to the max here.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen, not today, not ever.
Yeah.
So subsequently, the keys now going to be your weapon.
And where
of
do you
defense.
aim for?
There's vital areas in the human body. Now it depends on how aggressive you want to be. Because with this, you can actually kill someone with it. You can actually maim the individual for life, or you can actually use it to defend yourself. So to answer your question, if you want the temple area, the throat area, the larynx, if you want to go for the eyes, permanent blindness, okay, or you want to go different parts on the body, kidney area for your
Softer
strike,
areas are
softer
better,
areas
yeah.
are better, but we're gonna take it to another level. Individual is armed. Individual have a knife. Now, it's a difference there.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to talk about that because we know robberies do take place with guns and knives first. But let's do a demo with the
Certainly.
you can go ahead. 'cause
Okay, we're
yeah.
gonna be soft today. We're gonna be nice.
No, because I've done the
today.
demo.
Oh,
You
okay,
should learn
okay,
it.
okay.
We're
Yeah.
gonna be nice
Yeah.
today. And
Fair enough.
This is very important. And Shihan, after our first lesson, I always walk with my keys like that. So.
okay, great.
Good.
As I said, we're not gonna get the smallest one on your key
Okay,
ring.
so
We're gonna
the
go
bigger
with the largest one. You're gonna place it in your hand, and it's gonna be between your index finger and your middle finger.
Okay.
And it just kind of braces back. Good.
I won't really hit you, right?
No. Okay, now you see how it's protruding right there? So that portion is going to be utilized for your striking.
Okay.
In karate or other martial art, your fist is your striking, so this is going to be what's going to do the damage.
Okay.
Okay, your aggressor, you're going to be soft, no weapon, but he or she comes to rob you, okay? Go for the ring. We're
Yeah.
going to take the ring, we're going to go this, okay? It will be a matter of parrying out, just parrying out the hand. Now this is here. You could go lethal, eye strike, just right where you're at, or you could go soft area, right towards the sternum, or you could go drop to the groin, striking down. Okay, so just depends on how you want to do. But if you notice, you have my hand at bay while this
So you can block
does the
it.
job.
Yeah.
Okay, but in all fairness, I'm not really that strong. Is this really that effective?
Yes, because
Yes.
what is going to be effective is this.
Okay. So
We're not
this is
going to
just like
dance all
moving-
day here.
Yeah,
Okay,
this is just moving you
here.
away.
And,
Okay.
and that is going to be, because again, the violent force is coming at you. A normal reaction is just what you just did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, hands out. So you parry it out, and after that, something is going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, because again, you're defending yourself. Depends on how lethal you want to get. Eyes
Stomach or groin.
or groin. Okay, again, depends on how lethal. Now, the individual is coming at you and places both hands, and it's
Yeah.
it's a
Then what do you
it's
do
a
in that
rape
case?
scenario. Oh, a lot of things. But here. That's
what I would do.
Okay, that's okay. But here, you see, you have the weapon right
Okay,
there.
yeah.
Okay, but again, once this become a routine and a practice for
Can you
then it
also
becomes
just
automatic.
strike, like use it as a knife?
Has a knife?
Yeah, just across the face. If that's the only movement you can get out, like strike across the face.
Yes. I mean, you can go in this striking manner
Yeah.
here, as you're saying, where it's just
Yeah.
coming down. towards the target.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, there's different techniques that you can use. It just depends
On
the situation,
Yeah.
and it depends on if you want the person down permanently or end up in confusion.
Okay. And what happens if they have a gun or knife?
If they have a gun or knife, now what happened? The continual force elevates.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what do I
Give
do
me
now?
your money, give me your life. The first thing you're gonna do is freak out. Ah, he has a gun!
Of course.
Well,
I'll start thinking
Well, I would.
all the things I didn't do in my life.
okay, they have a weapon on you, so you know this is for real.
Yeah.
Because you really do not know the individual's intention.
Yeah.
So if they give me your money,
Give you it.
okay, right, she says, I'll give it to you because I value
Yeah.
my life. An individual who says, you know what, it's
No.
not gonna happen today, I work too hard for my money,
Yeah.
and you just PO me off. Okay, so the weapon is there. Same thing, we're gonna do your parry off. Okay, because if I pull the trigger, bam, bam, the round are gonna go, or the bullet is gonna go this way, not towards you. And
then
guess
I
what
have-
happened?
I
We're
can-
going a little lethal this time. Okay, so we're gonna raise the continuum force a little higher. So now, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take eyeball out.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna
'Cause
put
he
this
has a
person in Carl Hushner so that they go see the ophthalmologist and get some surgery done. Okay,
Yeah.
so we go eyeball, and from there, after you do eyeball, you can just go ahead and you can here and bring me towards you and do your.
Oh, and then kick you?
Yeah, that's how you wanted to do it. Okay, we'll do that one again.
But that
because
isn't a
Okay.
disarming move.
That's-
yeah.
that
it's
is a-
going to bring them down.
So I move your hand, I bring you in, and I kick you.
There you go.
Oh,
Okay,
okay,
we gotta
okay.
do it a little
Steps
slow.
to it,
Okay,
steps to it.
the weapon is here. Okay, distraction.
Yeah.
You want to get the person to talk to you. What do you want? Talk to me.
I ask you, what,
Yes,
yeah,
ask
what
me.
do you want?
I want your money.
Well, no.
Okay. Okay, she decides no. So it's taken away. Bam, bam, I'm shooting. I'm going to come towards you. So you're going to go ahead and do a lethal strike.
Yeah.
Ah, once it goes to the eyeball, I'm going here.
Then
and
I could, yeah, no. Wait.
Okay, and then
Yeah.
I'm down on the ground, and then you run
could run.
and get away from that situation.
Is it also a good idea if perhaps they've dropped the gun to kick it away?
And then you gotta go for fighting for a gun. Have you tried wrestling with a
No,
guy?
no, fighting for a gun. I mean, let's say they drop the
Drops.
weapon.
Yeah. And I'm,
What
Right?
they drop?
Well, because they're holding their eye, now they're going to
Okay.
be holding their groin.
and I'm able to kick it away. Is that
Just kick it
Recommended?
away and run. Like, get it away from them.
There is a takeaway technique
Yeah.
to where.
No, I don't
you
want to take
can-
away their gun, because then I'll shoot myself in the process. I'm saying once they've let go of the gun, should I get it away from them so I can run away safely? Or there's not enough time to think
There's
about
not
that?
enough time to think about
there,
that.
it's just
Okay.
about
You know,
getting away?
the idea is just to get out of Dodge.
Okay.
We got to get away. Because, again, you don't want to get in a scenario where you're there and, okay, kick away the gun, and he might recover.
Okay.
And then
And
you're
then
nearby.
it's a wrestle
Okay.
for a gun. So we don't
Okay.
want to do that.
Just run.
Beat,
And the maneuver you just did is also safe with a knife.
yes. Yes,
Okay.
because a knife, individual can come directly towards different parts of the body
Yeah.
in that motion, but instinct is going to kick in. A block. Somehow your hand is going to get out there. Once it get out there, that's the initial, and secondary is you have to execute.
Yeah.
And believe me, when you execute with anger, when you execute with adrenaline and force and commitment, you will not believe the amount of force that you deliver
Yeah.
and the impact on the blow.
What if they pull you?
Pull me.
Yeah. So this
Oh, I
is
like
like a
this one.
stationary situation here if you
Come
stand
on.
with a gun. But if it's gun and movement
Yeah.
at the same time, like I'm moving you already.
Then what do you
Well,
do?
we're going to take you into this van that we just pulled up. We're going to abduct you.
Van, house, whatever it is. Into the
Okay.
bushes. That's where we know
Perfect. Perfect,
rapes
yes.
taking place in the country.
Well, that's okay. So head on back. You're my early morning jogger. I like this
In
one.
my heels.
Yeah, jogging in your heels.
In
Yeah.
your heels, and you're coming.
You have to do your distracted walk, right?
Okay.
Distracted walk. Talking about a grab here. Talking about a pull and a weapon here.
These shoes
Okay.
really don't help, by the way.
I'll show you how it does.
They're gonna help.
Okay, they're gonna help right now. Okay, so Here we're going to talk about a break of the grab, okay? A wrist break. I'm going to do it from the front. It's very easy. You want to go ahead and just go out to the thumb to break. The thumb is the weaker part of this grab.
Okay.
You have 4 here, 4 fingers like a clamp, and the thumb is all by its lonesome self. So we're going to go to Mr. Lonesome and out of the way.
Sorry.
Okay, no, that's all right. We're going to go out of the way.
Scratch him.
Okay, out of the way.
Okay.
So here, in this position here, there you go, you're doing good. Boom. So we got release. That's the first thing you want to do. Once you release,
Run.
run.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Even though the individual might have a gun, get a few rounds off, possibly. But if the individual want to take you in the bush, it did not occur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we want to just get the release. Release.
Wow. Just turn your
Turning,
hand
yeah.
towards the thumb
The weaker part.
and pull it out.
Here and out she go.
Okay.
Because I would have, I mean, if someone would grab my arm, I would have like pulled like this, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Normal reaction, go with the force.
Yeah.
Resist it. That's our normal reaction. Here, you don't resist it. You go with it. Well, that's a part of Aikido, but it's okay.
So it pulls you and you allow yourself, but you pull your hand out. Yeah.
Exactly. You go with it.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
here, just come with me. Good. And it's out.
In your heels too.
In my heels.
In your heels.
At that.
Now, once you get, I won't go to the heels.
Yes, do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
From here, once you release, okay, and just say that the person does have the weapon on you. Now, this is released. We do the same thing.
Yeah.
Except what you gotta do is grab here and your heel. Oh.
Take one off.
Do I really have to?
Why
Okay,
not?
play pretend.
Okay, we're gonna play pretend. Okay, play
Take it
pretend.
off,
And the heel now.
Yeah.
That part that kind of have that. Yeah,
Heel.
that part. How many inches are those? Okay. Okay.
They're thin. They're great. Yeah.
Ooh. Can you imagine what you could do with those?
Yeah.
The head, the temple,
The eyes.
eyes.
Next to the keys.
I mean, the vital part of the body. Oh, those heels could really do some
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But these are easy to slip out of too, so
Yeah.
that makes it.
Now, if we have those on, we're gonna have some problem.
Yeah. I'll probably have a twist ankle, but I'm gonna fight either way. Okay, so I love that we talked about if in the event that you're being abducted, that you're being robbed, but there are things that we can do preventative.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So let's
And
talk
should.
about that.
And
So
should.
we did the carrying of the keys,
Yes.
the assertive walk,
Yes.
the no distraction. What else can we do to protect ourselves from being a prey?
Let's look at some of the awareness. The season, shopping, and many ladies are out there,
Yeah.
especially when it get close to that
Yeah.
shutdown
And you
time.
normally have a decent amount of money on you too.
Yeah.
And they know that. The predator knows that. What you can do is, wherever you park your car, do not park it in an area where there's no light.
Yeah.
The parking lots are going to be filled. The parking here in Albert Street is going to be all congested. And you might want to park right around on the side street where there's no light. My recommendation is, do not park around on the side street where there's no light.
Yeah.
Because once you buy all of your items, guess where you have to walk to?
That
An
desolate
unlit
area.
area, which now make you vulnerable.
Yeah.
Area that has light, park your vehicle there. And then 2, go team shopping. Invite somebody from your family to come along with you. Especially when the hours of the store hours is closing and you have to get in there at the last minute.
Yeah.
All happened to us. Get somebody to go with you.
Yeah.
I'm not saying because you have a partner that's going to,
No.
but likelihood is it's a deterrent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, how you hold your purse too.
Predators study. They study individuals. So they know how you hold your purse, indicators, big purse, large purse. I saw some ladies with purses you have kitchen sink and more in it. Ladies, okay? But those big purses, believe it or not, they're like shields. I mean, an individual coming at you with a blunt object, a knife or broken bottle, and they're thrusting it at you, and you move that big purse in a way that could actually
protect
See,
you.
yeah.
That can actually save you.
Yeah.
You know, because of the material and what it's made out of. And also you could use that big purse. I saw on TV one time, this lady had this big purse and she beat down that gentleman. Okay? So there's different things that the
Yeah.
ladies have.
Yeah.
So we talk about the area that is not well lit. Also team.
Yeah. Okay.
And be conscientious of your surroundings.
Pay
and your
attention.
environment. Pay attention. Get off that cell phone when you're out there.
What are your thoughts on pepper sprays?
Pepper spray is great. There is some areas of the law depend on the pugnance of that pepper spray that has to come into play here. But me personally, I do not recommend pepper spray.
I feel like it's risky.
And that's one of the reasons
Yeah.
why. Some ladies will say, well, you know, I'll just get my pepper spray out and I'll spray him to death.
No, sometimes you can spray yourself.
Well, you could spray yourself, depending on which way the wind is blowing, it blows back on you. And now you become, instead of protecting yourself, you become
Even more vulnerable.
even more vulnerable because of that pepper spray.